the readings in Daniel chapter number 3, verse 16, the Bible records, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego replied to him, King Nebuchadnezzar, we do not need to defend ourselves before you in this matter. If we are thrown into the blazing furnace, the God we serve is able to deliver us from it, and he will deliver us from your majesty's hand. But even if it does not, we want you to know, your majesty, that will not serve your gods or worship the image of gold you have set. Now we can see this man replying to the king, the majesty. Yet the king had given orders that they were needed to worship and bow down for this god or this gold that King Nebuchadnezzar had made. But this man knew one thing. Despite that we are in a foreign land, we are in a land far away from our home, we are in a place whereby we cannot worship our God, they knew one thing, that they had to keep the faith. They had to keep the faith, and they kept the faith strong. And Nebuchadnezzar was furious. In verse number 19, we are seeing that he was furious, and he ordered these three men to be thrown into the furnace fire. And I love God because of this. That in verse number 20, the Bible records, and commanded some of the strongest soldiers in his army to tie up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and throw them into the blazing furnace. So these men, wearing their robes, trousers, turbans, and other clothes, were bound and thrown into the blazing furnace. The king's command was so urgent, and the furnace so hot, that the flames of the fire killed the soldiers who took up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Praise the name of the living God. I love this because the men who were commanded by the king to go and throw Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego into the blazing furnace, they were all consumed by fire. But Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego went into the blazing furnace. They were never consumed. They came out victorious. This is to encourage you and me, that if we keep the faith, despite of the situation, we shall eventually win. I tell you, when these men were in the furnace, when Nebuchadnezzar threw his eyes, he never saw three men, but he saw four men. This is a clear indication, brethren, that if we keep the faith, God will deliver us out. He will send the fourth man to come and save us. As you're watching, may you keep the faith despite of Corona. May you keep the faith despite of the government orders. May you keep the faith despite of the battles and challenges that you're facing today. God is there to win for you. God is there to give you victory. You only need to do one thing. Keep your faith strong, and you shall win. I tell you, God got to send the fourth man in your life, and also in everything that you're doing pertaining your life. May God favor you and bless you. May God see you through, as you saw Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And I tell you, there are benefits when we keep the faith, despite of the situation and the challenges. Here, we have only seen the examples. David was there. He kept the faith. And God said that David is a man after my own heart. Why? Because David kept the faith. Abraham kept the faith despite of the challenging situation. May you keep the faith. And most of all, our warrior Jesus Christ, he was beaten, but he never had a chance to betray God. He never had a chance to lose the faith. He was crucified, but yet he remained faithful. May you remain faithful and you shall see the favor of God. May God bless you and be with you.